Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Everybody, and welcome to Geekenders. It is February the 6th, and we are welcoming back Necrit. What's up, buddy?
Hello, I'm back among my heroes, whom I've watched when I was a kid, and I'm no longer a kid, which means you're old.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming back. It's so
Thanks
nice
for watching, everybody. This has been great.
So nice
We'll
to
see you
have
next
here.
time. So long.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
I mean, look, we're all getting wiser, right? Like,
Oh
age
no,
doesn't
that's
mean
not
anything.
true. Nah. No.
Okay, some are trying.
You don't think you've gotten a little bit wiser? Just a smidge of dupe?
Like, ever since I got 30, like, after that, I just started falling apart, so I'm like, yeah.
Oh no, that comes with the territory.
So, like, I can feel the wisdom.
Regardless of wisdom, you do that.
Yeah.
No, I feel like wisdom in general is probably like what's the corruption that's like destroying our bodies. Probably.
Wisdom is the corruption destroying our bodies. Is something you would tell people in a cult. Stay stupid.
I think that's like a
wisdom.
I think that's like a religion
corrupting
in
your
Dark
bodies.
Souls.
Feeling deep inside of you, telling you like what feels maybe a little weird or sinister. Ignore that. That's what's killing you. Ignore that feeling.
Oh
but
my
also,
God.
like every year after 30, it feels like I got a new debuff. Like
Sure.
my arm feels weird, and then the next year, like my spine is not what it used to be, and I wonder like where that's gonna stop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably when the wisdom gets to like a 2,000.
yeah.
Right. You have to wait for the wisdom to really build up.
Yeah.
I had a
You
really
have to build
dark
up a
joke.
wisdom resistance.
I was about to be like, when you're dead. I was like,
yeah.
it stops when you're dead. Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, like, you know, sometimes you die
just
faster,
stacks
which means
forever.
you get smarter faster, right? Yeah.
I just, I feel like though that's pure cultery. Just being like, we must return to the garden where innocence was abound, and you knew nothing, for you were a child. You are all my children. Like that is, I could cult with that. I could run a
When your IQ reaches the level.
Yeah. Like we must all endeavor to become dumb, right? Except for me, I'm smart. Because in the cult, I'm the father figure. Yeah. And everyone has to look up to me. You're all my children. Right.
Yeah, you could do a spin on it. Like, what's killing you? The stress of knowledge.
Right.
What will make you live longer, happier, more pure?
Take the weight off your shoulders, my brothers.
That is such a good sci-fi plot point. Like,
Get rid of it.
imagine like a planet where there is like one dictator who wants to be the dictator, and in order to rule, he needs everyone else to be dumb, but he's like lying to them,
Oh
like,
my
hey,
God,
if you
that'd
get
be
smarter, you're gonna
crazy.
die faster.
Yeah, no, like that'd be so wild if the fiction, man, it's
That's writing itself.
Nothing like real life.
yeah, like that's thank God. Fiction.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Necrit, how are you?
I'm feeling amazing.
Aside from falling to pieces, yeah.
I'm kind of falling to pieces, but also I'm just doing so much at the same time. I feel alive. I'm just doing stuff, and I'm happy. There's so much.
That's the best thing you could say. I feel alive. You know what? I feel alive. Damn it. That's
if you
good.
don't feel alive, maybe there's something wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you feel alive?
Do I? Yeah, every day. every day. Look at this.
Good.
I got this little guy behind me. Life's good, man. I look at him. He's like, I'm just happy to be here, Jesse. And I love him. So frankly, life is great. Yes.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
Mm. We you and I, we both played that new Dragon Quest game.
It's true.
Yesterday,
We
I
did.
think.
I was about to say Dodger did not say anything. In fact, did not acknowledge life was good and then said, hey, we played a game yesterday, remember? And I just want to say, Dodger, it's okay.
I got distracted by the slime, which you drew my attention to.
Or did he? Because look at him. What a cute boy. Look at he's what a cutie pie.
He is a sweetie patootie.
Yes, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, a brand new, well, not brand new, that's a lie. An old 25-year-old Dragon Quest game
A reimagining, if you will.
was reimagined.
I was about to say, isn't it from like the not even 90s? It's like 80s, maybe.
It's the year 2000 exactly is when it came out. When in the year 2000, I have no answers for it. Or maybe it's 2001.
Like that character specifically?
Oh no, the slime is
Oh, no,
the
because
OG.
that's- yeah.
No. The game that we played.
The game that
okay.
we played is like a
Dragon Quest 7.
like
Okay.
a reimagined the thing is, it's not a remake exactly because they did a lot of streamlining. Because Dragon Quest, a lot of the early Dragon Quests have kind of like you're gonna be grinding aesthetic, and so they kind of streamlined some stuff. Dragon Quest 7 is a great game, so being able to play it again, I was like, and yeah, I was trying to explain in chat what the game is, and the best way to describe it is it's your standard, RPG where it starts as a fishing expedition and ends in time travel. RPGs.
Classic.
Yeah. And it's hard to explain because it's literally, if you've played a Dragon Quest game, 90% of like, oh, this is how this works and this is how this works. Oh, and that's named that. It's like Final Fantasy. Like you just know how things work because of, they might change a few mechanics here or there, but like, oh, I know I go talk to the guy at the church if I want to save. I know I got this ability thing. I'm going to equip this thing. I'm going to do So I was just like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I say that I think there are a lot of assumptions about what you will know? Because I do not play Dragon Quest games. So it wasn't until like the end of the time that I was playing yesterday that I went and talked to the priest, and he was like, do you want to confess your sins and save your game? And I was like, what? They did not tell you that was how you save. So I was so jump scared by this concept of like, if you confess your sins, you'll save your game.
It's true. You can also get rid of poison at the church. You can do all sorts of fun things. Or curse or whatever. Yeah. So I guess I'm just used to them. So I was going around. Did you fight the big monkey man with the hammer?
The gold guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The minute I saw him, I was like, I'm killing that guy. Immediately went, fought him, killed him. Great choice. I was like, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Describe this because I've never played. I've only seen people play Dragon Quest.
Sure.
Like any game at all. Is it like real-time RPG actiony, or is it like the classic strategy?
Oh,
because
classic.
This is from like the era of like
is like
turn-based
turn-based
RPG.
combat.
Yeah, it's got like I don't want to say active time battle vibe, but like it's turn-based. And so when you if you see a guy in the overworld, you can run up and slash him, and then you can do some damage.
Okay,
and
because
then
I was about to ask, like, how can you just like kill someone in the world unless
combat
you initiate
shows up.
combat?
You go to the combat screen, and then you have to fight the guys. And because it's Dragon Quest, every enemy is the goofiest looking guy who ever existed, except for like final bosses, which are like terrifying. All the other enemies, slimes, cutie pie. There's one enemy. The best part is all the redesigns in this game because they're all updated. You got enemies like eggplant that just looks like an eggplant with he's like woo. You got like an anteater guy, and his tongue he uses to like lick you. You got a guy named Lips who's literally just a worm with giant lips. You got all sorts of great enemies. I love every bit of it. It looks so goofy. And then they took all the characters this time because before it was like sprites and stuff, right? Now they've done an art style where if you're on the overworld, it kind of looks like you're looking at a diorama, which is really neat. And then when you're in cutscenes, all the characters straight up look like puppets from Team America World Police. It is so funny. They look like the puppets. It is very clearly an art style choice, and I'm frankly here for it. One guy looks like Matt Damon. He looks like Matt Damon. And it's also what's even funnier is chat keyed in on this, and I don't know if Dodger, you noticed this. Do you notice the name of the player or the character who joins you and his father? So the one guy who joins you is named Kiefer,
about them.
And his father is King
Donald.
It's Donald and Kiefer Sutherland, and it's I can't get over that. It's so
I've never heard of Donald Sutherland, so that wouldn't have clicked for me.
It's very like 2000s 90s coded. We included our favorite thing in here, and I love that. Because they didn't change it. They could have, and the thing is I thought it was translation stuff from back in the day, because some of the names are different. Just because of various translations. So there's like sure, there's Maribel and there's all these different characters like Kiefer, but there's another character later on who there's a Japanese version, and just like how in Final Fantasy VI it was Terra and Tina, and or it was, instead of Biggs and Wedge, it was Vix and Wedge, things like that, where they just change little things for different audiences. And I thought for sure Donald and Kiefer would be changed. Nope, still there. So hats off to them.
Yeah, I will say the game is beautiful. If you haven't played really or looked at Dragon Quest games, all of the characters are in a Akira Toriyama style, like Dragon Ball Z characters. And I was so surprised because there's a lot of textures in this game. Like the water looks beautiful, the plants look gorgeous. Everything is really, really nice. And the game starts off with so much hubris. It starts off with this huge sweeping shot of the island. And I kept waiting for something to tear, and it never did. It just looked gorgeous. The whole sweep, it looked beautiful. Like the textures looked so nice. I was like, man, okay, dang. And then also, I felt like I played it with English voices. It makes it easier if you're streaming the game to play with English voices as well.
Plus, canonically right now, you have to simply to hear all the British voices. Dragon Quest, notorious British voices. The
voice acting is actually tight, and the translation team did a great job. So, yeah, I'm really.
Wait, hold on. So this is a reimagining of an old game?
Yes,
it's an old.
You're talking about? Was the old one voice acted too?
No, it's from the year 2000. So that's new. Yeah, it is. I think it's a PlayStation game. I can't remember. Was it voice acted? I'm losing my mind. I don't think it was.
If it was PlayStation game,
no, I don't think it was voice
acted. Likely
the problem is my mind is all messed up because I also think about the fact that during that time period, Final Fantasy X was voice acted. So I'm like, huh, but no, I don't think so. I don't think it was. I think the voice acting came later, and this is. With that said, it again is very much the original. Is very much a game of its time. It's good. Might be one of the best RPGs from that time period. I know that one of the weird stats I know is that in Japan, Dragon Quest VII outsold Final Fantasy VII.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Because it's like that beloved. And so this is one of those things that I'm glad they brought it back so other people can see it and play it. And I'm glad that they kind of like took the time to, make it a little faster an experience.
Yeah. Dragon Quest VII feels like if you were really Chrono Trigger pilled, you would have been so excited about Dragon Quest VII.
Yeah.
Like it feels.
What motivated you into getting into this game now?
Oh, me?
We were both sponsored.
Yeah.
The classic.
Square Enix was like, "Do you want to play this?" I was like, "Yes, bro." I'm lucky enough that some people will pay me to play things I'll play anyway, which is honestly the best job in the world. Let's be real. Yeah. It's a classic game I grew up with, so like getting to play it again. Yeah, I'm no fool. This is like when a company's like, this thing you love, do you want to love it but for money? And I'm like, yes. So it was great.
But hilariously, I think for both of us, probably for everyone who played this game, almost the entire thing got muted. Like the audio in the game gets muted
It's
on
copyrighted.
Twitch.
The audio in the game is gorgeous, and if there's thank God for VODs, man.
How does that even happen, though?
Because people don't talk to people. I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Probably, yeah.
Like somewhere someone didn't. They like licensed it through some other thing, and then some guy was like, "Ha ha ha! I own that." And pressed one button, and then it flagged everything on the internet. Yeah, that's usually how it works. Actually, it's not a guy who said that. It's a bot who goes, ha ha ha, my programmer owns that.
Yeah.
Robot
Yeah.
decided that belonged to him. Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh, it's like funny. So funny thing with like when you make content about League of Legends, when like Riot releases a cinematic, they sometimes they don't tag themselves as the owners. So I made the cinematic for Varus. I also made the newest cinematic that just came out for this season. I own those because I released my reaction. It got the most traction, and I created that. And now YouTube is like, hey, these people, they are stealing your video. Do you want to do something about it? And I'm like, nah, I'll let it pass.
I get that.
What a gentle lord.
I get that so much, but not the cool end where I'm the owner, but the end where I have to deal with the fact that someone else says they're the owner. Literally, this week, on a video Dodger and I did 5 years ago for a PlayStation 5 press conference, 2 flags showed up immediately. One was for music from a game, and I think it was like one of those Odd World games, which is insane. And then one was for footage from some other game. And I literally went in and was like, all right, let's see what this deal is. And the first one was from some Chinese company that one of the people that works for them made a reaction to the trailer for a 5-year-old game. I don't know what's going on over there. And then that flagged my and Dodger's reaction in a 2-hour-long video about a PlayStation press conference. It flagged that and was like, you guys don't own this. I was like, neither does that dude.
That's
what
insane.
And then the music from the Odd World thing, it was definitely the music, all right. And I was like, all right, time out. Look, I get it that you represent this dude and his music, but more importantly, they paid to use this. It was on a show, a thing that was like, there are multiple levels of react happening here. There's no way you could be like, they're using it without my consent purposefully to make money. I was like, ain't nobody watching a 5-year-old reaction video to a PlayStation press conference, guys. Like, if you want to take the money, go ahead. And they both released the flags. I was like, no one, what do you, happens all the time.
Flawless victory. Yeah, I just checked. So I own the Salvation cinematic, the newest one.
How does it say you own it? What do you mean?
Because if you go to your YouTube thingy studio, you can look for content detection. There, it shows you the percentage of like when someone else makes a video, how much it matches the content that you made, you own. So there is someone who re-uploaded Riot's cinematic, and the system is like, oh, someone re-uploaded your video. And I'm like, you know what? I'll let it go this time.
How is that possible?
I'm literally staring. I'm staring at it right now.
understand.
January the 9th, someone re-uploaded. No, wait, it's right. No, that's not right. Okay. Someone re-uploaded the cinematic, and it says 100% of your video.
Are you sure it's not just literally your video re-uploaded?
No. It's people reacting to the cinematic. Literally, I have a list of there's 1,000 people reacting to the cinematic. All of them are getting flagged, and I'm getting messages like, "Hey, someone's doing something with your content."
Seems like a problem with the system.
Yes, this happened.
Are you saying that the content detection system does not work properly, guys?
I would never say that.
On
YouTube
record,
is flawless.
Are you saying that?
YouTube is flawless and has never done anything wrong. How dare you?
Is that on the record?
Not
It's
only is
also
it on the
because,
record,
Riot-
it's my guarantee.
It's also because Riot wants to prevent copyright strikes on their content for the content creations, so they don't like, you know, flag themselves on any of their content just to make sure it always goes through. So if someone just like releases a video with their content and the content goes big, YouTube is like, oh, no one's tagged here, so that has to be the owner. And yeah, that's sometimes
so weird.
That
is
happens.
weird. I don't. Okay, I mean,
Why
sure.
wouldn't it be time based? Like, where was this content? What's the earliest form of this exact content that we can find on the website? Surely that would be more accurate.
Yeah, but what it's probably looking for is what is the earliest form of this content that has an owner tagged with the video, right?
Oh.
It is possible because my reaction came out like, you know, a cinematic happened, I streamed, bibbidi boobidi, there was a reaction, right? So like, maybe I was the first, and there we go, I am the owner.
It doesn't, like, surely some human would have said, well, I gotta look into this.
In 2026,
What
you're
humans?
looking for people?
There are no humans working there.
No.
I've seen them, I swear I have. They must exist.
Did you pop their faces off? That's how you can really tell.
Oh, you gotta press the button and then it opens.
Did they have like
And then it
6
goes
fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then some of them, their fingers expand into other little fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the real. That's what I.
And the little fingers can type at 300 words per minute.
Yeah. That's honestly one of the. It's always been what I consider the dumbest anime trope. You're a robot. You can plug into
Androids?
shit. You can mentally like, and instead they're like, no, multiple little fingers. It's like, why do you need
I was
that?
referencing AI.
Oh my God. I thought that you just meant androids in general.
No, I just mean the little fingers. That's stupid. Why do you need little?
There is the one anime meme that I've seen of like an android actually doing that. So I
That's
know
what I'm
you're talking
saying.
about.
It's very famous. And I'm just thinking, just plug in, jack in. Why do you be like, hold on, I'll hack it.
The only example of that I can think of is when like one of their fingers is like a like a pocket knife situation.
Oh yeah,
right?
like a key.
Except it's like a
a Swiss
USB.
Army knife. It's or like one of the fingers like goes right and plugs into stuff.
Yeah.
I've never seen all of the fingers go beast mode at once.
It's so
I don't
it's so
think.
Ghost in the Shell coded. It's great. It's like tech,
I mean, there's
but
now the
like
Markiplier
old
meme
tech.
of like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think people just like it when arms can open and other crap comes out of your arms. You know? Guns.
oh my god,
fingers.
okay, hold on. We're going
Guns.
philosophical, all right? So imagine
Okay.
you lose your arm,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
In today's, like today, right now, right?
Mhm.
Right now,
Do
you've
you-
lost your arms.
Do you actually want a prosthetic that's your arm?
No, I want Jack's
No,
arms.
I would be like, I don't care. I want like a claw. Because the claw, you know what
A
you can do with the
claw?
claw? It doesn't have to be like, sure, because like you can, if it's a mechanical arm,
You haven't thought
your
this
hand
through.
doesn't need this movement.
You haven't thought
it can
this
go
through.
360.
Oh,
It's
never
like-
mind. You have. You're doing. I thought you just wanted a claw. I was like,
No.
what the hell?
Because you can rotate it because everyone that like if you lose your limb, everyone is like, I want a perfect replica of a human arm.
No.
And I say human arms are flawed.
I
you
don't
can
want a
make them
perfect
better.
replica. I want 2 buff robot arms that can punch through walls and snap necks.
Okay, so you
So you want human arms, but you want them to be gigantic.
Yeah, but they're also like, matte black, or they have like decals on them, like a little anime girl, or like a
Right,
thing
like in
that
Mortal
says
Kombat.
like death from above. Right.
Yeah.
That would be fun to go on a plane with, yeah.
Yeah, I just they would scan me. I'd be like, sorry.
Here's the doctor's permit, yeah.
Yeah. But if you hang out with me, we wouldn't need a plane. I'd flap my hands and they turn into wings, and I'd fly away. You could hop on my back and we go.
You throw the plane at the start.
Yeah. I'd be like, get on my back.
I don't know. I'd want it to be is just efficient. And I feel like I'm pretty efficient with fingers
I mean,
because I've had them for so long.
We're all
you
evolving
know?
into crabs. Like we've all, we know. So like a claw, right?
But like, surely you can turn fingers into a claw.
Yeah, I'm really efficient with fingers too.
Have
bet
you
you
seen Torbjorn? I mean, like, you know.
I'm just saying, you could
Here's
have
a claw.
both. You can have fingies, and you can also just turn fingies into claw. Especially if it's prosthetic,
Fingies-
right? You can be
Fingies-
like
Fingies human and human weak.
lock into place.
Sure.
Sure.
That doesn't make sense.
Be right back. I'll leave you with that. 1 sec.
What?
Okay,
What
good.
do you mean? Wait, what? I'll be right back. I'll leave you with that. I'll be right back.
So
One
anyway,
sec.
a mantis claws,
What
right?
did she, hold on? What did she leave us with? I don't know.
I don't know. She left us with emotion.
Was like, I think I should have claws.
I agree.
But the claws, like, she said she wanted to form her hands into claws. This is weak. This is terrible. This is terrible building blocks.
Also, it's uneven. The force is uneven. You have 4 fingers on one side,
Yeah.
the thumb
Oh, wait,
on
hold
the
on.
other. Come on.
Are these like, how do your claw, are they piston actuated? Like, how do they, are you moving them?
And like I imagine like Torbjorn kind of hand, or like like the classic like a pincer. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not good enough. You need claws that can do all sorts. You know what? Goo.
Hmm.
We need goo.
Oh my god, like a slime hand.
Yeah, we need. I want hands. You know, like those sticky hands you can fling onto walls. They sort of like just hang. That's what I want hanging. I want those hanging down from my arms, and I just and my hand sticks to crap, and then I pull it back.
That's true too. Like if you lose your arm, why does it have to be this length, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I want
why not
extra
double?
gooey hands.
You can walk on it.
Oh, and I can wrap them around me like a scarf. Actually, I don't know how I would do that. Someone else would do that for me, and then and then I'd be like, unwrap me. We must use my sticky hands, and I'd do this, and my
That's
sticky
true.
hands
You
would
would
fly.
need help from someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, Chad. I'd be like Luffy, and I'd just I'd gum everyone
With no control.
People would be like, "It's so gross. Stop!" Be like, gum Jesse hands. Yeah, that's what I'd do.
What job would you have?
What job would I have? Probably the same job. The exact same job.
You'll be, like,
I'd probably
sorting
be
mail.
even better as a streamer because I couldn't play games. So I'd have to do just chatting,
You wouldn't
which, as we know, is the #1 category. I would be successful.
Yeah. And you would have jiggle physics.
And honestly, that's all you need in order to be successful at streaming
Yeah.
these days. The more jiggle physics, the
Jiggle
better, I
physics
say.
Anywhere.
Yeah. Everyone else, they only jiggle in a few places. Me, everywhere. Pure jiggle. All blob all the time. Oh my god, just imagine it if I was all slime hands. A head with like 8
Imagine,
slime
like, the
hands.
slime on the walls.
Yeah, I'll
and the
be
ceiling,
sliming
and,
everywhere. Yep.
Where's Dodger? We need someone to save us.
How,
Yeah,
did you call her back?
It's our savior.
What just
Hello.
happened?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I don't know.
nothing.
We were like, "Where's Dodger?" Then suddenly, Necrit's like, "Exactly, where's Dodger?" And then you walked in the room.
Oh, hello, it's me. I thought you guys would just occupy yourselves. Were you literally talking about what I was
we
doing
did.
this
We
whole
did.
time?
Yeah.
Oh no, it was pure silence. We sat here staring awkwardly at each other.
I love that sort of content.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my family's just on fire.
Yep.
So, I was just putting out a fire. We're fine.
I need you to understand.
Hold on. Don't you have a farm now or something? I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through it. What animals do you have?
Jesse's favorite topic.
I just before you begin this, I want to say,
Yeah.
based on how much I know of you, you saying I have to put out a fire literally could mean you put a fire out. I'm just letting you know.
No.
I know you don't mean, like, it could be figurative, but it also could be literal.
Mm.
But please let us know about all the animals that live on your farm. All of them.
Okay,
Don't leave any out,
let's take
Dodger.
turns. Let's take turns. You start.
I'm gonna say an animal and then you say an animal?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Tortoises.
Ooh, we do have a turtle too. Yes,
Nice. Sheep.
we have chickens.
Chickens.
4 cats.
Ooh, turkeys.
Fish. I just gotta be in general.
Cats.
A dog.
Dog.
Shit, hold on, there's more. There's 3 guinea pigs.
2 normal pigs.
Ooh. Nah, I'm done, probably. Is there more? We had birds. Birds are dead. Birds are birds.
You said chickens. Chickens are birds.
Yeah, we had more chickens. Some died.
I just looked over at chat and saw.
Okay, never mind. You win. Dang it.
I looked over at chat and saw the king's dinner table, and it really made me laugh. Just the two of you describing animals and like 4 guinea pigs.
So I am.
Dude,
Two French hens.
I am in the capital city. Okay, just so I'm not even on a farm, but like we just like animals. And we're like whatever. It's like my wife still wants a goat, and I'm like, you know what, goat a little bit smells too much. So like, you know, for a capital city, probably not. But like we're constantly like we go somewhere, they have animals, and my wife is like, we can have that one, and I'm like, sure. On top of this, of course, two kids.
Of course, yes. Children are absolutely animals.
So are you on like a side where you have a lot of space?
Yeah, we've got not like a gigantic farm, but we've got what they would call here like a small holding. We've got a little bit of land that we can put a few animals on.
Do you? Is it more for fun, or do you actually like put the animals to use? if
it's more for fun.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Because my mom is on a farm, and there they have like I don't know how many cows, and they had sheep, but sheep have suicidal tendencies, and so no longer sheep. And like it's kind of like fun learning about animals and how nice and awful it can be sometimes.
You learn the pros and cons so fast. Yeah. A few weeks back, I was telling Jesse that we had a ram come to visit to see if our sheep would get pregnant, and all of them are pregnant now.
Ooh, that's good.
And sheep, this type of sheep can have 1, 2, or potentially 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're all looking at each other going, they're all pregnant.
But do they can they give birth on their own? Because there are some that
yes,
can't.
They can.
At least.
We've all watched the videos on like how to help.
Oh, you went through the tutorials. Okay.
Because they will just go off on their own and lay down and be like having a baby now, you know, but potentially they will have trouble. So when they're near due date, we're all going to be kind of like, all right, where's this sheep? Is she trying to give birth somewhere, you know?
It's kind of like a cat. They hide somewhere and then boop, there's kittens.
Yeah. My sister-in-law has helped. Her animal husbandry is like her whole thing, her whole job. So she's helped like animals give birth a lot. It's very normal for her. I have never done that. I've been there during a birth, but I've never been the like, I guess I'm putting my hand in there person, you know? So I guess I'll report back if that winds up changing. But so far,
potentially multiple times, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see, I guess. I'm sure that it gets more dicey in that way when there's more babies in there. I'm sure like, typically one probably comes out fine.
Yeah.
I could practice.
Statistically. After the first one, it's gonna be.
Just let me know if you want me to get in there, baby. Like, I'll help out. Jesse looks so disgusted.
What animals do you have, Jesse?
I don't even have a plant. I forsake all bonds of fellowship with animals. I don't want to deal with them. That's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
Right. I am supremely selfish. I don't want to deal with anything else that I can't hand off to another person and be like, you take it. I'm done. I'm done with this. Yeah. I'm doing great. No fires to put out. No sheep that are pregnant. Didn't have to invite a ram over to knock up my sheep. I don't
we didn't have to do that either. That was just for fun.
That was like a science experiment. What would happen if?
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants to know what it's like being in your 30s, Dodger just said we invited a ram over to knock up our sheep for fun.
That's not entirely
for fun.
In your life, yeah.
For fun.
I'm just saying we didn't have to do that.
Right. You did it.
Which
And you
is
did
why
it
it's
for
for
fun. You
fun,
were like,
yeah.
you know, it'd be cute. Honestly.
No, it's because these lambs that are going to be born, people are going to want to buy them.
I was about to say,
So.
in theory, you can show them.
Yeah. If they have the right coloring, if their spots show up in the right places, then they can be shown and then they'll get bought for a lot of money. So that's what the breeding aspect is for.
I don't even know how that works. If the spots are in wrong places, like they are worthless.
Dude, again, this is my sister-in-law's thing.
All right.
But yeah.
Cheap racism.
It does come off as weird that you're like, the good news is with all these lambs, we can sell a few if they look right. Like, girl, what?
Again, I'm not the one doing it. But
Right, you're just the one forcing the sheep to get it on with a ram they don't know to breed for you to sell their children. What is going on over there on that farm?
That's wilderness.
Knowing my family as well as I do, I imagine that most of these babies will not get sold because everybody's going to get too attached to them. And be like, or we could just keep them all. So
you're not going to sell one of them.
Sheep.
You're not going to sell one of them. You must know this. They're all going to be there. Like every other animal that ends up on that farm, they're going to be there until some other animal kills them.
No, she has the leverage of branding.
what the hell?
Tell me I'm wrong.
Branding.
Has any animal left your farm that wasn't killed and or died of natural causes?
Yeah, the geese left. The geese were given to a different farm.
Oh, that's because they
kept
attacked
attacking
you.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would have had to kill them if they came after you, right?
You don't get to add that as a modifier.
No,
also,
I do.
Did they get given somewhere else because
Why
they
though?
attacked
Because they
somebody?
attacked you. Why?
They did.
So
Yeah. No one gives a shit that they attacked me. It's because they kept trying to attack.
but the natural
kids.
progression of that is if you had kept them at the farm and they attacked you again, you would have had to put them down. Hence, my point still stands. Nothing gets out of that farm alive. The only ones who do, those geese were the smartest ones there. They were like, we got to get out of here. And he's like, well, how do we do that, Phil? We attack them.
Problematic enough. We'll have a new home.
Yeah.
But isn't it the point of a farm? Can an animal get there and leave?
I mean, they're supposed to stay. They're supposed to be
Exactly. Like if
chilling,
something happens one way or another.
Yeah. Unless you specifically are breeding that animal to sell it.
How dare you poo-poo? How dare you poo-poo my gaslighting like that? I was doing fine and you came in with logic. Like, well, aren't all farms like, no. Dodger's Farm is a hellscape where animals fight for survival in some sort of gladiator-style combat. And that's what's going on over there. Sheep are getting hoarded out to rams. It's crazy. Dodgers.
Based on that, there's going to be like an inspection that comes in now. So what's really happening here?
Someone's going to show up and be like, I heard some concerning things.
Oh, that's the Thunderdome over there. That's the sheep breeding pens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, farms.
Yep.
You know, farms.
Yep. Anyway, that's what's going on over here.
Lovely.
Pretend or maybe literal fires all the time.
So besides putting out fires, what else is going on over there, Dukes?
Me?
Yes, you.
Everybody's sick. The reason I said everything's on fire is because everybody is horrifically sick with something called norovirus.
Oh, a new thing. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a new thing. That's like...
It's what they call a both ends bug over here. It's basically like you're barfing and shitting yourself all the time. So that's what's been going on here. It's insanely contagious. And it exists on surfaces for like a month or something insane. So my life has just been disinfecting everything and praying that I don't get it. I had like minor symptoms on Tuesday and I was like, this is it. I'm going to be dead by tonight. And It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet.
Huzzah,
So
vaccines or something.
I don't think there is a vaccine for
Probably
this,
not.
but yeah. Yeah. It normally lasts like 4 days, and then you have 3 days where you just feel like shit, but you're fine-ish.
Right, but it's in the family, so it's like, it's a circle. It comes back.
Yes. We have a
Yeah.
child, so
Yep.
the second one of us feels okay, one of the other 2 people in the house is going to be dead. Yeah. That is how it works.
I need someone, anyone watching this show to go back through the last, 20 episodes. I'm not asking for a lot. And anytime Dodger says
20.
something about what happened at her farm, can we compile it and then Mad Libs it into biblical passages where basically all the plagues of Egypt are basically just replace it with what's going on with Dodger's farm? I feel like it's almost 1-to-1. My theory that you are in fact hated by God is coming true more and more.
I've seen the short, yeah.
When snakes appear,
I've seen the short.
you had frogs,
Jesse
right?
talked about this before. I've heard it, yeah.
Yeah, she had frogs.
That's true. There's a plague.
That's one of the plague.
Frogs are not bad. Frogs
Oh
are
my
fine.
God! And you had rats. I assume you
that's
have
'cause it's a
lots of
farm.
bugs, so probably flies or some sort of bug situation. Come on. The only thing missing is if you turn the water on and it's blood one day. That's it. And I'll be like, Dodger, I'll be like, dear God, I don't even know this woman. I didn't believe all that much, but now I do, and I didn't even know her. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, the
And there's
more
no
you
denial,
speak,
yeah.
the more I'm like, oh no, you are cursed. This is
I didn't even bring it up today.
Are you on land originally owned by I don't know, a shaman, and his ghost is cursing you? There's got to be something going on. This isn't normal.
Maybe, but don't say that to my kid, because it took me a really long time to convince her that if there are ghosts in the house, they're probably nice.
Yeah, good. That's a success. It's gonna come for
I
me
don't
too.
need you
one
coming
day
in here I bet there's a malevolent something in here.
It's
Don't.
so good.
Don't
This
be doing
isn't the
that shit.
past, because if you had a fax machine or anything where I could do, I would start sending faxes that are Clark, I need your help. The ghost.
Fuck up. Say
If I lived near you, I would start leaving little notes and things around. I'd be like, Clark,
bro.
I need you to come and mess with this one thing. And of course, it's something that you tonight there will be a fire in your mother's office. Unplug everything to prevent that fire from happening. And I'd be like,
I mean,
yeah.
I have 2 kids. You know how difficult it is to convince them that monsters don't exist, but Santa does? It's like you have 2 forces fighting fighting against each other, and you're like, well, this is real. This is not.
That's why
Trust
you tell
me.
them the truth. Monsters do exist, and insert your favorite
us.
action hero takes them out for you, and that's why you don't see them. Right? Because then you can show them the movies and be like, remember when Schwarzenegger killed that guy and killed that guy? It's like, yeah, he's like, you did that to the monster under your
favorite
bed.
hero.
I love the
Kid's
idea of a
favorite
modern
hero.
kid being obsessed with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I got no one else right now. I don't know who is a modern day action star. I'm
I
not.
don't know.
Look,
My son likes
look,
Iron
I'm not
Man.
gonna be like, all right,
Ah,
Vin Diesel killed these monsters. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen.
Don't worry, John Wick takes them all out, honey.
That's good,
yeah.
yeah. John, and then you can be like, you know why? Because they hurt John Wick's dog, and you don't hurt animals, honey. That's multiple lessons.
Here we go.
That's multiple lessons.
If you ever hurt an animal, John Wick will come for you.
Yo, you show them John Wick, and you're like, what's the lesson? The Baba Yaga's gonna come and get you, right? Right. Exactly. And then when they say there's a monster in my closet, you're like, no, there isn't. The Baba Yaga took his ass out. They'll be like, oh, thanks, Dad. I don't know why your kid sounds like that, but okay, Dad.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. Not as much as John Wick, Dad. Yeah.
One day I want to be like him.
And you know what? I'd be like, hell yeah, son. Hell yeah. But you got to train.
Mm-hmm.
You got to train. Someone needs you to, like, mow the lawn. That's the first step of training. Okay, Dad. What an idiot, that kid. And then you got a free lawn mow.
You can tell Jesse doesn't have kids.
I was about to say, like, there's like you can.
He's like, don't worry. I could definitely manipulate a kid to do chores.
I mean, sure, like one day when Riot's MMO comes out, sure, they will be doing my daily quests. That is kind of the plan.
One day. What? All right. You can't bring it up and me not ask. In this fictional world of yours, when this game eventually comes out, how does that look? How's that magic world of yours look?
Pretty good, the day it comes out, we're gonna be doing numbers. But also, it's because like anytime I talk about the Riot MMO, like the YouTube views, like Riot talked about the Riot MMO again, like last week, best performing video of the week, and I'm like, why? Again, why?
Do you think they do that on purpose? Like they don't have updates really, but they know that people are like clamoring for anything.
No, like I know, and this is public, like but purely public information. They are working on the MMO. We know it. There's like job listings constantly. The head of the MMO is like tweeting stuff like, hey, like we need these people, we need those people. Mark Merrill himself confirmed they want to release the MMO before 2030. So like, hey, 4 years. We'll get there, right? We'll not. I'll have 4 more debuffs, but we'll get there.
There won't even be a YouTube in 4 years. We'll all be fighting on the front lines of the corporate wars to make sure that Bitcoin stays over $70,000 or whatever. And we're all 2030, dude. Nah, it'll be Waterworld by then. I'll be having gills, living in an oil tanker. It'll be terrible.
I mean, the world does not look nice. However, it will look nice when the Riot MMO comes out. Like,
So what? Why did they talk about it recently? What was like the new info?
The news was that there were 3 MMOs that people were really looking forward to, and that was Ashes of Creation, the Ghost MMO that was led by Ghostcrawler, who was previously the lead of Riot MMO, and then there was the Riot MMO. 3 MMOs, right? So the Ghost MMO died, Ashes of Creation died, the Riot MMO, standing strong.
So it was them to be like, guys, we're still making this, I swear. It's not canceled.
It's like they are the last man standing, and they are the last right now. I don't think there is any other MMO in development that's like gathering hype. They are literally the last man standing as like the future of MMOs.
It's a genre that is like the biggest problem with MMOs in general is the age range of people who play them is going up. So it's like 30-something average, and that means that like not a young kid gives a crap about MMOs, which is interesting.
Yeah. But what I think you have to do is you have to admit that's your audience. Like you cannot do like, here's our Fortnite battle pass in our MMO. You can't do that. Like legitimately, you have to target all the boomers who now play classic WoW. Because like, if you really look at the design of MMORPGs, it was always close to like the traditional RPG where it almost feels like you are rolling dice and like playing old school RPG. Because like classic WoW is exactly that. It's literally you stand there, you auto attack, and there is like a percentage of like you miss, you dodge, you deal damage, or you crit. It's like you're rolling the dice in the background, and it's kind of like slow and like it's almost turn-based, but it's still real time. Modern MMOs where it's like an action game, well, that's catering more towards the younger audience, but with an MMO genre, you don't really want to do that. You kind of want to focus on the more like old school design, which is why Baldur's Gate came out, one of the biggest games of that year, and it was literally an old school traditional RPG where you are rolling dice. So I hope we're gonna go back towards more the traditional design, because from any MMO that's out there, that's legitimately the only place where there has been any kind of success. And anything else that tried to be more actiony vanished very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Baldur's Gate is huge, but I would wager Baldur's Gate was huge because people liked the characters more than the gameplay. And they care, like, most people came into it as complete normies who had never touched a Baldur's Gate game before in their life and were like, oh my god, this vampire makes my lower parts tingle, and this you know, other character I really like or whatever. And that's kind of, or they saw some guy place 500 explosives and blow up a room full of enemies and they were like, oh. I feel like because that game let you do a lot of different things, MMOs don't. In general, MMOs keep you focused on stuff and kind of funnel you through content. And yeah, I don't know. It also, MMOs don't have what I think a lot of younger people look for, which is I can play once, twice, maybe 30 minutes, and then dip. And that's like, I don't know. I mean, it's the same thing with RTS games and point and clicks and things. Like, they'll always be around, but they won't be nearly as popular as they were in the heyday. And I think that's the case with MMOs. Is like, I don't know why, if I am a 15-year WoW veteran, I don't know why, unless WoW finds a way to suck again, I would switch to something else. You know what I mean? I'm already so ingrained in this other thing. Why would I leave?
Investment, it's, I think so. In again, like Riot does have the advantage of the League IP, and especially now after Arcane, it's like, if all the Arcane kids are like, oh my god, there is a world I can live in, and there is Jinx, like, you know, that's your golden ticket.
Yeah, it feels like me. Let me explain as I die here. Well, I think I got your neurovirus. When I see like something that's really cool, like a topic or a movie or a game, or have an idea that I love, and it's like the biggest, hypest thing, I will say, oh, after I finish X, I'll start on my video for that. And by the time that comes out, the moment has moved on. So much so, no one gives a shit about the thing I just released. Despite me being like, oh, I can't wait to talk about this, no one cares. And I think the big thing here is Arcane's over. By 2030, most Arcane fans will have moved on. And unless they got more Arcane
Riot is
stuff,
working on more stuff. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. But like, they have to time it. They need to have a show come out that's going to do a thing. That's going to, and they can't just be like, we released the game and all of our fans, hopefully, they can't pull a Jesse, is what I'm saying.
Yep. I mean, it's because, like, so in case you don't know, so apparently Riot teased that they are doing something big with League. Like they confirmed, like, we are not making League of Legends 2, but we are doing a really big thing to League of Legends. One of the reasons is likely because when Arcane came out, a lot of people were like, oh, this show is cool, I want to try League of Legends. They tried League of Legends, literally 90% of all the people left. No one stuck around. A lot of people tried League, and everyone was like, I don't like this. I'm going back to whatever I played before. I don't know what I was. So Riot was like, okay, so the onboarding of League of Legends really sucks, so we have to do something. And so now they teased, I think they teased that in 2027, they confirmed that they are working on some kind of like big client that's going to be like, you know how like you launch something like Fortnite, and like Fortnite is like the game, and then you just click play and you're still in the engine in-game and you play.
Yeah.
League doesn't have that. League still has the old school, like, you know, here's your launcher, find the game somewhere in it. So what Riot is doing now is that they are actually making the classic traditional, like, full screen, the game is the client, just click play, that's it. So
oh my god, there won't be two different windows that open up on playing.
Somewhere, every streamer is like,
click play. Here it is. Yeah. Oh my, that's right. You have to set up your OBS.
Yeah, for OBS, you have to do a whole different. Yeah, what a pain in the ass.
It's so stupid. It pisses me off.
But yeah, so they confirmed that I think in 2027, I think they said that they will release something potentially, or maybe they'll tease it. I don't know. But yeah, they realize like, hey, it's all stupid. We probably should be doing something. So like, hey, Riot is constantly like, they like whenever they do something bad, like they know like, hey, we're stupid. Let's do it better. So they are trying. Something's happening to League. I'm like, I wonder. I don't know. But yeah, the point is, I have no doubt they are kind of lining things up. Like, at least being slightly aware of, like, when they may want to release the MMO, and they will probably have something ready. Because, again, they work on, I think, again, based on the job listings, they work on an animated show. There were job listings for a live-action something, either a show or a movie. I think they have, like, 3 R&D games in development.
Sure.
And also the MMO. And it's like, you can just find the job listings, like, it's happening. There's, like... They had like a job listing for like another FPS that resembled an MMO, which might be in the universe of Valorant. Of like, whatever's happening at Riot, they have like wild things in the background happening.
I mean, they got the money to do it. So cool. Yes. I'm excited for a lot of it. Because again, I don't like TFT I can gel with. I think that's a very fun game because I don't have to put like a lot of brain power in it. But I'm just not a big PvP player in general because I can't handle being bad.
Okay.
Because others will then see me be bad and recognize my terribleness and call me out on how bad I am, and I'm like, well, you suck and your family sucks, and then I like go down a rabbit hole of being a complete piece of shit. So like I don't do it.
Have you seen Riftbound?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm doing Riot a service now. So Riftbound is Riot's TCG.
Yes, okay. Yes, I have seen a little bit of this. Yes.
So I've never played a TCG before. I never played TCGs, never played Magic, never played Pokemon, and none of those. So this is my first TCG. And this game is so good, it's insane. Everyone's playing this, everyone is buying the cards, there is not enough supply, like, everyone's going crazy, the market is going wild, like, Riot hit a jackpot. Now, if you have a look at the graphs, you might find out that when Hasbro acquired Wizards, which is the creators of Magic, Magic became like, I don't know the exact number, I think it was like 20% of their total revenue of the entire company. Right now, there is a strong potential that Riftbound might become one of Riot's primary incomes because the demand for the game is crazy. Like, as in, like, I've heard quotes. I thought before it was like the demand is 5 times higher than what Riot can produce. Now I've heard it is 15 times higher. And so, like, if Riot is able to meet the demand, my God, there's gonna be a lot of money. But yeah, Riftbound, honestly, an incredible game, and I am now just going into like the local game stores and I'm playing a card game, which I did not think I would ever do. But here I am, doing another thing in my life.
Have you played Riftbound, Dodger?
No, not at all.
It is fun, but also it goes back. It's an inherent problem I have where I'm like, no, I don't want to collect things. I'm like, I don't want to collect it. I don't care about that. It's not my thing. It's yeah. I think what I figured out, which is what I think everyone figures out, is that eventually you hit the point where like, I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like, and I don't like stuff.
But Riot thought about that. They knew like, hey, if people don't want to collect stuff, we have a deal. We will sell you for $30, which in a card game space is nothing. For $30, we will sell you the Proving Grounds, which is a setup for 4 players with like full decks and a full setup. And if you just want to treat this like a tabletop game with your friends of 4 people, for $30, you can just have fun. And this is the best onboarding experience. You just buy 1 box, it has everything in it, and you can just like, you immediately onboard 4 people. And it's incredible. I took these 4 decks with...
That's smart.
Yeah, Magic does that. Magic has
anytime there's like 4... Oh, do they have like a basic setup? Because like, I take this with me onto events, and like anytime there's like creators, I'm like, hey, do you want to play Riftbound? And they're like, yeah, sure. Like, you can show me the rules. 5 minutes later, they are like, okay, where can I buy this? And I tell them, you can't, because it's kind of impossible to get the cards now.
Yeah. I mean, but I will say it goes to show the fan base and love that Riot has for their properties. And it isn't just League. And I think that's the smart thing, is they have several games that people are obsessed with. And so they can do stuff like this. The problem that I have is watching people from other game companies think, we got to get in on this. It's like, you don't have the audience. You don't have the built-in audience where people are going to buy all this stuff.
No, but that's the scary part. Like, I've been there. I've seen what happens. There's gonna be a point where something is just not gonna go well, and the League IP has to burn. It's gonna happen like one way or another. It happened to Warcraft. It happened to like StarCraft before. It happens.
Sure, but
I don't think there is a.
But for all the burning Warcraft did, now they're still pumping out money. They still got all these fans who are like, new expansion with housing. Yes. Like, I think for the most part, people are extremely forgiving if you have one or two bad showings when it comes to game dev. It's when you have a consistent crap release cycle that people are like, we gave you chance after chance after chance, and you suck. And so people are very lenient when it comes to stuff like that. And then if they love something, they will go all out for it.
Yeah, because I witnessed this personally. Because but the thing is, I think it kind of happened to Blizzard during like one period in general where like WoW had like 3 expansions in a row that were not great. I think it was Balefire Azeroth, Shadowlands, Dragons thingy. They were fine, but it just didn't get people. At the same time, Overwatch came in with Overwatch 2, which that didn't happen. And then there was Warcraft Rumble.
Talk about that too.
Warcraft Rumble, gone. Stop development. The Blizzard Dota, whatever, the Storm, the Heroes of the Storm.
Here's the
Stop development. Yeah. And I'm like, there was like a period of like 4 years where like every Blizzard product crumbled. And I was like, is this going to happen to Riot one day? And if so, how?
It will. Know. There will be a moment where Riot underestimates its audience. I think the big thing, when you look at what Blizzard did, they tried to branch into places their audience wasn't, right? Like their audience likes certain things, and they tried to branch out and tried to do things that, other companies were doing, but their player base isn't other companies' player bases. And it isn't like a one-to-one thing where like, well, we can get those players to play our, like, that's just not how it works.
Now, on top of that, have you read the recent interview that happened with someone from the WoW team? There was an interview that came out like 2 days ago, and there's one amazing quote that came out of that, and people are like, "Oh no, we're screwed." Because I don't know who it was specifically, but one of the lead people around WoW mentioned, it might have been Chris Metzen, but I don't think so. Someone mentioned like, I just wish we didn't call it Warcraft. It's too aggressive. And everyone was like, no. Because after the trailer for Housing came out, the trailer for Housing, pretty cool, but it was like a happy blood elf in a happy village of happy orcs, and like, it was kind of like Disney. Disney took over like Warcraft, right? And everyone was like, okay, can you have a look at the cinematic for Warlords of Draenor? And like, so like people immediately were like, this is fine, but we are kind of missing the Warcraft part. And then the interview came out, and they were like, yeah, we don't like the name Warcraft. It's too aggressive, and everyone is kind of losing it now.
I think that's also people being like, no one can be happy these days. There's always going to be someone who's going to be pissed off at something. Because I remember when they were like, we're bringing the war back to Warcraft for Battle for Azeroth.
I was just going to say, they used to really lean into that, though.
Yeah, and they leaned into it, and people complained.
Then they went away, though.
Yeah, people complained
because
that it was...
wars are part of the story.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it would be, I think it's the same thing as people bitching and moaning if it was like, Minecraft, I barely spend any time in the mines. You know? Like it's like Warhammer. I don't see a damn hammer in this game. There's not a hammer to be seen.
Not a single hammer in my hand.
Yeah,
it's all chain swords.
Yeah, so like that kind of
crazy.
People will always complain. I think also that goes to show that they're 100%, just like I think most games, they're 100% professional Blizzard haters, and that's their entire thing. Is like that's how I make money, crapping on Blizzard. And then also the ecosystem of entertainment / news / videos is like, someone said something, I need to make content on it. And then that's it. And suddenly that's a thing.
Yeah.
And so like I get it, but it's also a nothing.
Riot MMO videos from a tweet.
Yeah, like Metzen saying, oh yeah, I thought about this thing. It's, you know what this is? Oh my God, it's the exact same thing. For Final Fantasy 14, Yoshi P was like, we're going to make some major changes with the next expansion. That's it. And people are like, what do you mean? What's it? And all these videos of people being like, oh, this is going to change. It's going to fix this. And this is going to be literally it could have been anything. That man could have been talking about like, yeah, the UI, we're going to like, we saw that it was like a little small. So we're going to make it a little bigger.
Okay. What was the actual change though? What changed?
It hasn't come out yet. We don't know. The man said we're going to make changes and people started making videos and it's like,
are still going.
Yeah. And it's like, what? No one knows. So why are we talking about this? Everyone's like, they're gonna reboot the entire game. It's like, what? No, they're not. What do you mean? Stop it. Yeah.
Very silly.
I think people just run with it, and it's also weird that we learned now that you can't just shut up, or else you end up like Highguard, where if you don't say anything, people just say stuff for you, and you're like, we just really wanted our game and we're good at it. It's like, doesn't matter. You released the trailer, then said nothing for weeks. That's on you.
Oh, damn you, Keely.
Yeah, like that's honestly.
There's definitely, there's a line of communication. Because you're right. Like, if you're communicating a lot, but in a vague way, because you're like, well, people want communication, so we're going to give them that, but we don't want to give too much away. So we're going to communicate, but in a really vague way. Then people jump to conclusions anyway. So it's very similar to have saying nothing at all.
Yeah.
Either way, people are going to just come up with their own shit.
And that's everything. I think that's my biggest issue right now with modern day, like, internet culture is everything means something. It isn't like someone says something and it means nothing. It's everything means something. And so it doesn't matter what it is. It could be, when you watched all the, shout out to all my Gen Z and Gen Alphas losing it to the end of Stranger Things and seeing interviews where someone said something and people lost their mind because like, there's a real last episode. This isn't the last episode. It's going to get good. I promise. You also saw people reading into a ton of stuff when they were like, Kathleen Kennedy is gone from Disney, from doing Star Wars, and they're like, oh, well, now we're going to have Filoni do Star Wars. And so literally you got to watch the two sides of Star Wars fandom. One was like, Kathleen Kennedy's gone. Thank God. She's ruining Star Wars. And then the other side is like, Filoni can't tell a Star Wars story to save his ass. They all are for babies. And there's no winning there. Like, no matter what, the louder group is going to hate it. And you're just like, okay, I just want to play my games, but all right. Yeah, it's, and I did see someone in chat go like, is YouTube really this easy? Honest to God, if you want to have no soul, it's really easy. If you want to follow a trend, hammer it home, shit talk it a little bit, you'll get your 1 million subs fast. It's actually that easy.
See, I am slightly on the receiving end of this because I'm gonna do a shameless plug. So
okay.
People know now because it's public now that I'm working on my own game.
It's true.
Called Funus. The Steam page is up, so it's like, yeah, it's
Oh
official.
my goodness.
And so like, I've been like showing it to like different people, and it's really interesting to see like whenever there's like a pocket around like a creator and they check out the trailer and they have like a very specific audience, it's amazing to see like the reaction of like, what do the MMO people think about like a cute rage game cat like jumping up, right? And they are like, oh, this looks like ass. Like there's no combat. Like what is this? And then you have like more like the cozy streamers are like, oh, this is cool. Oh, there's a blobby cat. I'd like to check that out. And it's kind of like amazing to see how if you go to like different parts of the internet and you present them with like something you made, the difference is astounding. Like,
You're
like,
right, though. I think
you have to
like that's the problem, I think, with, going back to Blizzard and them trying different things, is they had a lot of failures because they're, nothing's a monolith. You can't assume player X is going to like all these games because everyone has their own preferences. Like, I love games. You could give me the shittiest gameplay in the world, but if the story's good, I'll play the hell out of it. Like, everyone has their own thing they love. Dodger likes games where you mind sweep to reveal boobs. Like, that's one of Dodger's favorite games. It's true.
True.
And everyone knows that,
Print that. Clip that.
Yep. And everyone knows that Necrit is like a complete shill for Riot and is on the payroll and has no other opinions from what I've heard. So, it's
Oh, I've heard that too. Many times.
And I think trying to assume that players will like a certain thing based on sort of just make a game. Like, my biggest hope for the Riot MMO TM coming soon, whatever, is they don't try to say, oh, we made a game to capture WoW players or 14 or Guild Wars or whatever. We made a whole new ass thing that is designed to get people to play because it's just good. And I think the biggest the biggest problem is a lot of people make a thing because it's a thing to make, and they're trying to capture players from that player base. And every time it fails, and every time you see it, especially in the sort of PvP, 5v5, 6v6, whatever shooter thing, they all just try to make the same damn game and be like, well, people will play ours because, like, whatever.
But I see, and that's what terrifies me, because when Riot initially, when they resetted the MMO, I don't know what year that was, well, like 4 years ago now, when they reset the development of the Riot MMO, they gave us the reason for that was that they didn't want to be like, they didn't want to copy WoW, they didn't want to do like what was there before. They were like, MMOs MMOs just exist already. We just don't want to do something that someone else has already done. So we will just try something new. And that terrifies me, because whatever's going to happen in the MMO, apparently it's going to be a brand new thing.
I'm totally 8,000% fine with them trying something new. And if it flops, it flops because they tried something new. But if it's successful, what's going to end up happening is every other MFing company is going to make their own Riot-style MMO, just like everyone tried to make their own WoW-style MMO for a little bit there. And, like, all right. Sometimes people make better versions. That's, when you think about what PUBG was, and then like the success of Fortnite, or you think about Dota, and then you think about League of Legends came out, like the second one sometimes is better. And so, like, I'm fine. Whatever works. I just wish that we got more companies taking chances. And I think maybe because Riot has more money than God, they're like, we can take a chance. And if it sucks, fine. But at least took the chance. And sometimes if it sucks,
you're right. They are in a position to be able to do that to a certain extent.
And there are many companies now, especially AAA companies, that have spent so much money on failures that they're like, we can't anymore. So we must now, like, it's only Far Cry and Assassin's Creed from now on. Not naming any companies, not naming any, but like,
No.
And
those aren't even real games.
Yeah, I don't just made them up. And I think that we need more of that. We need more companies to take big risks, and it's just really hard right now. And so to have Riot say like, yeah, we'll try it. Cool, man. I hope they do. And I hope, other people learn lessons. They won't. They'll be like, oh, people like that style game. Let's like make that. But also,
go ahead.
By all means, I've been talking too much.
Oh, it's because like, again, the issue is that they are working on an MMO, and MMOs have ungodly big budget. So like when they fail with an MMO, it's like someone else failing with 10 other games. So like, and this is the risk that almost no other company can actually go through, because like literally like no one has the capital to actually try something like this. So if they succeed, they probably literally changed a generation of gaming. That's gonna happen.
Sure.
If they fail, and it's gonna be a big failure.
I mean, it may simply because of the built-in audience they have, even if it's not great, it still can succeed. You know what I mean?
They can try the Final Fantasy approach.
Yeah, where they're like,
Final
we
Fantasy wasn't
remade
great
some
when it
stuff
came
and we
out.
fixed some things. Like they can. They have the ability to. And they've done that with things that have happened in previous games where they've released a thing and it's like not great, and then they fix it and it's like cool.
Yeah.
So like they have the ability. We'll see. 2030 is still a long way off, if it even comes out.
4 more debuffs.
They may look. Even it may suck so bad that they go the Blizzard approach and say we made a looter shooter out of it.
Oh yeah, Project Titan. Oh,
You know,
that's true. That is true.
and it could be hyper successful. You saw what happened with Overwatch and Project Titan. They
Speaking
salvaged
of which,
it. Oh, speaking of which, what do you mean?
so is the I haven't actually seen the entire update, but I just saw like the 2 disappearing. I saw that animation.
Yeah, they are Overwatch 2. They're just calling Overwatch, which isn't confusing.
It is.
And is a normal thing to do.
It is genuinely one of them. Like, I get why they're doing it, and in a perfect world, fine. It never made sense to have a 2. The 2 was super weird.
Yeah.
Going back to like, great, cool, man, awesome. But it's the context that makes it so funny. This is so. For those of you who aren't aware, Blizzard announced a content update to Overwatch 2, which is basically dropping the 2 from the name, and they're going to add new heroes, and they're going to have, finally, story. Now, if you're wondering, Jesse, why did they become Overwatch 2? Well, it was because they were going to add a bunch of new heroes, and finally, add story. And then they just didn't. They just didn't.
Yeah.
It's even
When
like
it came out, basically we had Overwatch. Overwatch was doing fine. And then they were like, but now we're going to do Overwatch 2. And yeah, we'll add all of these things that you guys have been asking for. And then it came out and all of us went, oh no, it's the same game, but with a 2 on it.
And with an entirely different like money-making gimmick of like, give us your money. Right? Like they absolutely, it was like, we're going to nickel and dime you even more with our new version. But again, what's so crazy as a person who, like I said, gameplay never mattered to me, but story is like, okay, I was kind of getting into what they were telling with Overwatch 1, where they had these amazing cinematics and they had all these things happening. And then
little shorts.
yes. And I was at the BlizzCon where they did the big announcement where they did the whole thing of like, Overwatch, what you don't know is that all the animations, all the gameplay, everything is about these characters coming back together. And this trailer we're going to make that's going to have the coolest shit you've ever seen, the absolute best trailer they've ever released, hands down, when the music kicks in, when Genji shows up, and you're like, oh, that shit rules. That trailer is the one where all the characters you know and love reunite. And it's like, Overwatch 2, you thought you knew this game? We're going to tell you the story of what the game is. I was so hype. Overwatch 2 releases, and they're like, okay, so the story stuff's coming. Trust us, it's going to come, but not right away. Anyway, here's an entire new way that we're going to make money off of you. Okay. Oh, and we're going to do skill trees. That's going to be really, we're going to do like a whole skill set, but it's coming. And then watching them scrap it, one thing after another. And you're like, bro, what? So Overwatch 2 was like, no, I'm not playing this trash. I'm out. Them saying, we are going to fix all that, rename it Overwatch 1, and all things we promised we're now going to deliver is like, this is one of those.
Iron with me.
Yes, this is like if you got in a relationship and your partner was like, look, I know I've only lied to you and cheated on you multiple times and cost you a ton of money. But I promise, baby, I'm going to change. And it's like, cool, you can believe that.
Things are going to be different now.
Yeah, like, you can believe that.
But here's...
I wouldn't.
The 2, I'm getting rid of her. I won't even look at her.
You are the only one.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So one of the so now that I kind of know how development works, there is no way Blizzard was this fast with this change. But the League community is kind of memeing about the new Overwatch update, where they announced, like, we're gonna have a storyline that's gonna go the entire year. I think that's what they announced.
Yeah.
And so after second Arcane came out, one of the reasons why League actually saw a bump up and like people are actually playing League now is because Riot came out with a new system, a new seasonal system for League, where every couple of months there's gonna be like a part. It's gonna be a part of a storyline. And when you add up the seasons throughout the year, you're gonna have one big storyline. So after Arcane, where like Mel traveled to Noxus, in League, it actually, the first season was about Noxus. Then from Noxus, the characters traveled to Ionia. In Ionia, we learned about Big Darkin. And then the last season was like, huzzah! A character actually dies and there's a new champion, that's the Darkin. And so like, League right now actually does have like the yearly stories, and Riot figured out it actually works. And so like now that Blizzard is like, oh, that worked. We can do it too.
We should do that.
Yeah, but like there's no way they had to have this pre-planned. There is no way like Riot was just faster, I guess, because I don't think you can really plan a story this quickly right after the success.
It might have
of,
been
like,
the
how
story
Riot
they
did it.
already had and just never delivered on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That is
and they were like,
actually
wait,
a good
this is a
point.
format that we can put it into. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
But
They probably already had the whole thing like planned, but didn't know how to deliver it.
Yeah, I here's what I'll say. I have to give Blizzard credit for this because it is the thing they do consistently across all their games, and they do it well. They will steal the shit out of other companies' ideas and make them better every time. Like, it is, I have to give them credit. They, like, especially WoW,
Expert
dragon
thieves.
flying, the how, like, everything. They'll be like, we saw this thing, we love that thing, we're taking it, and we're just going to make it better. And they do consistently take ideas that other people have done and make them better. So I believe they could. Do I think they will? Am I going to buy into it? No. You can fool me once, but not twice. Not 3 times, surely.
Here's the hilarious thing. Riot does the exact same thing.
Sure.
Literally every product they have is taken stuff from someone else and they made it better.
Yeah.
Because like Valorant is Counter-Strike. Or Legends of Runeterra was Hearthstone. League was Dota. Like literally everything they have, it's someone else's idea. Now it's better. TFT was auto chess. What happens when Blizzard and Riot meet?
Oh, singularity, end
Do
of
they
existence.
steal each other's stuff?
Yeah, no, like the world, we like invert time and space and we become antimatter, I'm sure, is what happens. Yeah.
What if Riot is now stealing World of Warcraft for the MMO? And what if Blizzard is stealing TFT for their own auto chess?
You would think that they would have an auto chess for Blizzard by now. You would think.
I'm shocked they don't, honestly.
I kind of tried with Rumble, which
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. But I mean, they had it on, if you played anything on BattleNet, auto chess was there. It was on there, just like, you know, Dota and all the different versions of games that are really popular right now. Shout out to, look, the purest time for gaming, the purest, was that period in like the early 2000s on BattleNet where dudes were making games in StarCraft and Warcraft 3, and they were better than most games that exist currently. Like you,
and now
there were so many good games.
No. That's a boomer now, and that's officially.
I'm fine with
Jesse's
that.
officially boomer.
I'm fine with that because it's true.
See,
it's
I am
true.
a boomer now, but I do have wisdom.
Okay.
Because I understand we are in this age right now, and you know where it's happening? In Roblox.
You know what? You're absolutely right. The Roblox, yes, Roblox right now. Look, I can hit on Roblox and Roblox YouTubers and Roblox content. Like, it's all like it skews a little too young for me. But now that I have a little channel where I delve into this stuff, 100% agree. Their internal stuff where they let people make their own content. Honestly, Fortnite a little bit too. Fortnite has some people making maps and stuff that are like really impressive.
Fortnite is trying to Roblox real hard.
Yeah. And which, you know, Fortnite also is a second. They came in and were like, we could make a PUBG. Like it's actually really funny that all of the companies that are like, we're the second is doing better.
Yeah.
Because Roblox has like kind of standard game styles that people just rinse and reuse over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And last time that I played Fortnite, I noticed that people are just making Roblox games in Fortnite now. So they're literally they're the same thing nearly at this point.
Yeah.
It's just one skews a bit older than the other.
Yeah, I stand corrected. You're right.
I've heard that in fact, whenever there is like a game that's not localized or something, I think it happens to Only Up. People just made the game in Fortnite. And you're like, you know what? Only Up kind of expensive. We can play it for free in Fortnite. And so like they just remade the game there, and then huzzah, new game.
Yeah, they're making like instead of maps where you fight each other, where you fight like big bosses and stuff. There's all sorts of things in there, and I'm really genuinely impressed with what you know, people using the tools they're given can create in these games, which is the point, man. So, you know what's gonna like. One thing that I can now always wonder, like, you know, what if, is that years ago, when I first even talked about, like, hey, I'm trying game development, and this is like 6 years ago, right? Like, yeah, I'm trying Game Maker. Let's see if I can do something. I think I talked about it on stream or something, and then I got a message, or I got an email from Roblox. And they were like, oh, we've heard you're trying to make a game. Do you want to try and make it in Roblox? And like, you know, back in the day, I was like, this was like 6 years ago. I was like, Roblox? Like, why would I do it there when I can put it on Steam? Now, Roblox is literally has more people playing it than all other consoles combined.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I'm not sure if it also includes Steam, but it's definitely bigger than all the other consoles together. I saw the statistics. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a.
They really cracked down on the child protection stuff in it too, because so many people were like, "Hey, why is my kid stumbling onto some really dangerous shit in your game?"
Yep.
Yeah, there is a huge audience for that. For Roblox,
what if I made my game there?
You would have a built-in audience. Now, would you make any money? No. But honestly, it really reminds me of back in the day in YouTube. Everyone was like, well, why make videos for YouTube when I can make my own website and upload my videos there and have my own ads and make my own money? And people did that, and all of them came back to YouTube. And I think that's the same thing with like Roblox and, you know, is people are like, I want to do my own
making
thing
games for Roblox.
And it's like, yeah, man, but if the audience is there, it might be wiser to go where the audience is.
No, look, I trust in the Gabe Cube, okay? And like Steam is our hero now.
Well, we'll see.
I don't even know if the Gabe Cube is coming out.
Yeah, we'll see if that ever releases.
The RAM prices the way they are. They delayed it, didn't they?
To show you how bad things are, I had a computer at home that died, right? But in it was a 3080 Ti. And I was like, I'm just going to build a new computer and save all the parts I can use, because this is like, I'm fine not having the newest graphic card for my home computer. I'm not going to spend the money. They are gouge prices right now. I was like, my RAM, great, still usable. Let's go. I was like, the only thing that broke was like the hard drives and maybe the power supply. I can replace that. We can that's where I'm at mentally. It's weird. Go out right now and try to look up computer parts and buying parts and, you know, all the different like home build things or like pre-build things. I don't know how Steam Machine is going to actually come out at an affordable price.
I just heard about the RAM prices. That's kind of like what I heard because of AI. And, because I do have my like old computers that like broke down. I still have them around. I'm like, you know, the vast majority of the parts, whatever. There's
Sure.
RAM inside, though.
Well, I mean, we just saw, and I didn't read the article, so forgive me, but I saw yesterday on the internet that NVIDIA was like, we're no longer making GPUs for games, bro.
Yep.
I'm like, what? What do you mean? Which, in a way, sounds awful if you want to buy them, but in another way, maybe, just maybe, this will force some companies to be like, sorry, we can't make an 800 gigabyte game with the, like, maybe they have to work within constraints now. Maybe. We'll see. But, yeah, not a fan of any of that. I don't know, man.
Well, hey, the GameCube, right?
I don't know that we'll ever see it. I just don't know.
I don't know. I trust them.
I mean, I would love to. I actually would buy one. I'm really curious about it.
For sure.
I have always been like, man, I'd love to play all these games they have on Steam with a controller on a TV. I'm fine with that. Love that. Let's go. But cost-wise, if they're like, it's $1,000, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Nah, I'll just play it. I'll just move a computer from that room over to this room if I wanted. Like, I'm not. No.
I'll bring my little laptop in and an HDMI cord and just make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Let's see. Especially considering there are already consoles out there. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I want it to be good, but we'll see how much it is. Don't screw us, Gabe.
That's the situation with everything right now.
Don't screw us,
It's just
Gabe.
I feel like it's the waiting game for all this stuff. But
Yeah. See, what they could do is sell the console cheap for good publicity, good press, get new users on Steam.
It's a loss leader.
That's what I'm saying. If they came out with it and they took the loss, but they got more longtime Steam users to buy games and be a part of the Steam market, that'd be a win. So what I'm saying is, Gabe, don't screw us on this. I want to buy one, but I got a price cap. I'm not gonna.
It's true. I'm optimizing my game for a controller. So, like, if you buy
That's what I'm
a
saying.
potential device that can play my game, hey, I'll take that.
Yes.
come on, guys. Think of us. Not the bottom line.
We're gonna get a cease and desist from a lawyer who's like, we will always think of the bottom line. How dare you try to inject morality into our business? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gabe.
Our empire shall stand for thousands of years.
Yeah.
The steam obelisks shall be built in every city.
Can you imagine? Like, it's 2,000 years now, space stations, landing on a planet somewhere, and a black obelisk stands there, and everyone's like, what is that? Someone walks up to it, and they're like, it's an old steam machine.
It plays video games.
Yes. They were everywhere at one point.
Gosh.
Worshipped as gods.
No.
Now, nothing.
Here's the play. Ready? Is Epic goes, oh no, are you guys not releasing the Gabe machine? We're making the Epic machine. And they put out
the Epic Cube.
a box that looks almost exactly the same, except it's white. And they sell it for like a crazy low price. Everybody's like, wow, I used to really bitch about Epic all the time, but now I'm not gonna anymore.
So yeah, about
They need
that,
the good press.
Epic, one of the news stories I had was that Epic wants to make a app directly for Xbox because they are tired of having it go directly to the Epic page. So they want to have a thing where when you buy the next Xbox, which I didn't even know there was going to be a next Xbox, they'll have a thing on there now where you can directly log into the Epic store from the Xbox, making it kind of like an Epic's game box.
The Xbox?
The Epic Xbox.
Which is an insane thing. I was like, Xbox literally sounds like they want to not make consoles anymore. And you guys are like,
I was gonna say,
we want to make a console with Xbox.
Like, guys, just stop buying it. Dang.
Yeah, I don't. They were like, yeah,
Never mind.
we saw in like the handheld Asus game, like the allies, we saw that like when you are playing and you try to play an Epic game, it takes you like the Epic store browser thing. And we were like, no, we need to have an app built in so that on launch for the next Xbox, we are a part of that. So like, which by the way, shout out to when you buy a console and it's filled with bloatware. Look, I love Astrobot. But one of the first things I saw when I loaded up my PlayStation 5 was the Astrobot Playroom. And I was like, why do I want this? Ain't nobody want this. Get it out of here. Like that. It's like, I came to play.
Hey, I've played a lot of that with my kid.
Yeah. And look, I love Astrobot. But at the time, when you see a thing and it's on your PC or console or whatever, and you're like, that's not what I bought this for. Why is it here? Get it out. Yeah.
You know what I love when I'm on a console and I want to play a game is having to click 8 things in order to get the game open.
Oh my God,
put in a
Dukes.
username and password.
Yes.
I love doing that.
What I love is when I play a game and before the game starts, it pops up the screen if I want to enter my password for some other login.
Yeah, to log in.
Yeah. I love that. And it's like,
love that.
You want to get access to 15 free Gloobies? And I'm like, I don't even know what Gloobies are, but if I enter my screen name for this other thing I have, I can get 15 free Gloobies.
I want them now.
Yeah. I love that.
Free ones. What does that get me?
If I don't link to the service, I miss out on the
Nothing
Gloobies.
yet.
Oh, and I love it when every time I log in, it asks me the same thing. Instead of accepting I said no once, it constantly reminds me I need that reminding.
Yeah. Also, I love when they update their terms of service like every time I open it.
It's the greatest. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's in there. It could be anything, and I'm going to skip it. So, like, boop.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not going to read
Agreed.
it.
Whatever you say,
Yeah.
I trust you, company.
We're old. I just heard like the amalgamation of like the issues of the past 20 years of gaming.
What if
in
I
the
just
matter of
plugged
2
in an
minutes.
NES instead? What if we just went back, all the way back?
What if I just take my Game Boy Link to my friend?
Oh
And
my
we
God.
play
You
games
wire
together.
it together. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Dude, so the new Tamagotchis, I'm so sorry. Give me just a second here. So there are new Tamagotchis, and they're basically Game Boys. It's like Pokemon. It's like the Pokemon Game Boy thing again. So that you have the Tamagotchis, you pop the top off, and then they connect to each other, and then you can and then your Tamagotchis can play together. And I was like, this is Pokemon.
But is it still like the shitty like 8-bit screen?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention to that part. I didn't give a shit about that part.
you heard,
I was just excited that
they can play
you go.
together.
I watched them connect it, and I was not paying attention to what was going on the screen.
Okay, now
was
you
just like,
give me a
dang.
second, okay? Have you
Yeah.
seen the Lego Smartbricks?
No,
What do you mean?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
so there's one thing that's like every parent is like, this is gonna be amazing. Everyone else who is not a parent and they like buy Lego for themselves, they are like, this is the shittiest thing ever. So Lego is now making Smartbricks, which is literally a little brick that you can put on your build on your Lego, and it can read like some magnetic chips, whatever is in the Lego. And so, for example, they are starting with Star Wars sets. So you build a little X-wing, you put the brick inside the X-wing, and from that point on, whenever you move the X-wing, it's gonna make sounds, and like it knows the tilt. It knows, like the speed. It knows whoever is the pilot because the minis have a chip inside. So if Darth Vader is piloting it, it has different sounds. Also, when you press the top, it can shoot. It makes a shooting sound effect, but it can also track the location. So if you have 2 ships, if one ship shoots the other one, it actually keeps track of the score. Parents love this. Everyone else is like, this is the shittiest version of X-Wing. There's a big hole in it because there needs to be a smart brick. I hate this. And I'm like, where's the joy in our lives?
That's
Can we
so
just-
fun, though. They can make
Exactly.
sounds.
It is expensive though. That's like, these sets
It's already
are expensive.
expensive.
And it's also sold in like 4 countries in the world. But it sounds amazing to play with.
Okay, this is so funny. They
Yes.
almost had me. You almost sold me. And then I went to the website and I started looking through it and I saw two things. I was like, oh my God, I need to know. One, the smart play Yoda's hut in Jedi training. What is the sound and or smart brick from that? And is it Yoda going?
What I've heard is that almost none of the sounds are actually like the copyrighted sounds from Star Wars.
Is it just gonna be like bird noises?
It's like Chinese bootleg version of like X-wing. It's not an X-wing. It's like a motorboat.
But they also,
if you are a Star Wars fan, you're gonna hate this.
But they also have the most Isley Cantina, and I'm like, what is the cantina noise gonna be? And then I clicked.
No.
Oh, I thought.
So what you do with the cantina, you can see there's like the players there, and like you have the brick, and you can like tilt the brick. The faster you tilt it, the faster you shake it, the faster the song plays. So you can like alter the speed of the song.
Great, love that. That's
really
no. That's copyright. No, that's copyright.
It's like yeah, great. Okay. Yes. Well, this is what I learned today after going to look because I was like, oh my God, I might buy one of these because I like Legos and they're fun. It takes my mind off the fact that the world's going to hell. It's good stuff. Anyway, scrolled down, looked at what's included. Included with the Cantina set, 2 smart figures, 3 smart tags, no smart bricks. And I was like, weird. So wait, where do I get the smart bricks? Then I went over to the Yoda one. 2 smart minifigures, 2 smart tags, no smart bricks. So then I was like, okay. So then I went over and I started looking at the other ones. And I was trying to like, which ones have the smart bricks? The X-Wing. But if you want to play the other ones, you got to buy the X-Wing. Right?
Yep.
That's crazy to me.
You can't just buy a smart brick.
There are 2. I think there are 3. There are 3. I think the X-Wing has it, the Darth Vader, whatever. And I think the dueling stage where you like put the brick on the Jedi and you like fight and they're like
but then they introduced a bunch of other ones that don't have the brick at all. Which to me I'm like, why? Yes. The ones I want are the ones that don't have bricks. This ATST one, I want to have the noises.
Yep.
All it is this damn walker. No. Sorry, you don't get the smart brick.
Yep, they are so close to greatness.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Corporate greed.
I was gonna say, but the greed got in the way, man.
Yep. But like, it's kind of funny to see the reaction from like the people who like from all the YouTube channels who like collect like Star Wars Lego and they are like review the boxes and they are like, I hate all of this. This is just like we cannot let this pass.
How?
I'm like, well. Get it, kid. It might change your life.
How on earth is... Look, I get Star Wars, and I get people buy a lot of Star Wars Lego stuff. Cool. How is it... Remember how they came out with a literal Game Boy? How is it not inside the Game Boy? So when you press A and B or whatever, it makes like a Mario jump or a noise, right? Like, because that's fun and cute. This is if you want your kid to annoy you by doing the Cantina song over and over and over again as fast as they can, this would have been awesome. There was a lot of stuff they could have done there. Or they had the Mario level where you can make like, maybe Nintendo was like, you may never use our sounds. Our sounds are for Mario and Mario alone. Like, I don't know.
I mean, that's probably why they just didn't have the rights for Star Wars sounds. And that's why, like, you know. Also, no, have you seen, okay, so if you have a look at the Cantina, another thing is, there's a mini for, I think there's a Stormtrooper with like the little lizard, whatever that is. There's a mini for Greedo or Guido, whatever his name is. There is no Han Solo. And everyone is like, oh. So the most iconic scene in the original Star Wars with Han Solo shooting first, you're gonna have Greedo there, but not Han Solo.
That's because...
Which means you can sit him there on the chair and Han Solo just never comes.
I mean... You know, maybe that's like people keep saying they want them to reboot the Star Wars franchise. That could be the start of it. Greedo all the time. What if Greedo lived?
Han was never there, actually.
Yeah.
Darth Greedo.
Wait, so hold on. I saw in chat the Mario stuff does have sound. What do you mean?
Oh no, they are talking about the weird
I think
Mario
about the other
interactive
Mario stuff.
It's like I I don't know how it works. It's kind of like
There's
you build
other
like
Marios. There's other
yeah, because you
Mario
build like
things that
Mario
were weird.
platforms, and there's like a electronic Mario figure that's like Lego, and you like pretend to
that's
jump
not like
with
an
it.
actual like normal Lego figure. It's like a Lego and an amiibo.
I'm looking at
had
him
a
right
baby
now.
together.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward.
But I mean, if that can exist, surely we could. All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Clicking off all that. Lego, I demand better.
Tamagotchi, keep doing what you're doing.
Someone at the
we
Tamagotchi
need Lego
Corporation's
Tamagotchi
like,
now.
yes! Yes! We did it! Running down the halls with a phone in their hand. Look! Look! An old man looks up from his desk.
My favorite podcast. They're talking about it.
He's like, what is this? Someone cares about us again? He's like, I told you, sir! I told you! And like people are like, what's going on? What's happening? Looking behind their cubicles. This guy wakes up, he's covered in dust,
Yeah,
he's
they're
been
all
asleep for
popping
40
up
years.
like meerkats.
Yeah. You've brought them all back to life.
Yeah. With tears in his eyes. I knew that if we connected them and you hit the breed button and we gave both kids an egg, that they'd love it. I knew it.
I told you, sir, breeding was the way to go.
Breeding was the way to go.
I should have listened to you before. I just thought you were a creep because you always talked about breeding. And I was wrong.
You two
The kids love breeding.
need to
Everyone loves it. I was wrong.
You do need to contact Markiplier
If
for an
Chocobos
independent
taught us
movie.
anything.
Yeah. We're going to call Mark and have him make a Tamagotchi movie where he is the Tamagotchi. And it's 2.5 hours of
And we
Markiplier eating, pooping, and breeding. It'll be the greatest movie ever made. We'll make $8 billion.
Given how much screen time he had in Iron Lung, that's a
He
He
guess.
can do it. Yeah. If anything, we know he can do
He
it.
can do if any of us can. It's Mark.
Yes, it's
Mark,
him.
we need you now more than
Now
ever.
more than ever. And from the screening I was at, when he took his shirt off, the amount of girls who screamed wildly, we can do this. It's Mark. We put him in a little kind of a furry outfit. We digitize him. The whole movie takes place in the Tamagotchi. And it's just him living his life, eating, playing, breeding, pooping, sleeping. 2.5 hours. 3 hours.
That's basically what Iron Lung was, right?
Yeah, 3 hours
It just needs
of Mark.
it just needs an aesthetic change.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
No aesthetic change. It's just him.
I hate how it's actually true.
And it would do well. If I have learned anything,
I'd love it.
star power be damned. It's fan power is that guy. His audience showed up. Impressive.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, we should abuse that. We should just
To be fair, on a serious note, I kind of love when creators do this. I love when you make your career actually pop off, some like streaming or YouTube or whatever, and they're like, well, my passion actually lies not in buying houses and cars with my YouTube money, but rather
creating things and doing stuff. Yes, that's
I
yeah.
love when that happens.
I love that.
100%.
legitimately.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because genuinely there are not that many of these success stories though. That's the thing. Like,
Well-
it only works whenever someone is like, this is my passion.
Yes.
And I kind of know what I'm doing because it's my passion and I want to dig deep into this. Because normally YouTubers are like, I want to make this. I'm going to find someone to make this. Oh, it didn't work. Well, better luck next time, right?
Yeah, I think that I would much rather see him and most content creators continue to create things and use their money to create things because that's that's what it should be about.
For sure.
It's one of my, I don't say it's a pet peeve. You know how when you like recognize something and you hate it, but you're also obsessed with it? My current hate obsession are people, streamers, YouTubers, whatever, that took their money, bought a giant house, but have nothing to fill the house with. So they stream from an empty
Oh my
room.
gosh, it's empty.
That shit
Bro.
makes me laugh so much because it's like something about this seems ironic that you have everything in the world, but still it's empty. And it seems very did like Dickens write this for you? Like, what is, there's something very funny about this moment watching it. And it's always the same thing. They have one giant plushie in the background and like a massive room and maybe a bed, maybe not, but nothing else. And it's like, I'm so happy that an accountant told you to buy that house because of values or whatever. And say, cool, man. But it is crazy. Like you clearly don't have stuff to put there. You just have it because you can. And I've never understood that. And always, I'm like, everything, anytime I get even a remote amount of money, I'm like, all right, what am I going to use to make this? Like, what am I going to spend this on? I'm going to make something weird with it. What am I going to do with this? And every time I'm like, well, that was probably foolish. I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Me literally right now.
Yeah.
I'm like planning all of this like stupid stuff to spend money on. And I'm like, I might regret this later, but right now this feels very fun.
Yeah.
I have a $500 a Riftbound card. It's my investment.
Honestly,
Hey, one day.
I don't, I can play Magic, but I don't actively play Magic. And I haven't collected cards in almost 2 decades. Final Fantasy cards came out. I got almost all of them. I was like, I'm going to get these damn cards. I love these cards. Not for like, oh, well, one day I'll sell these. I'm going to request I be buried with them. I want no one else to have them. That's how much I love them.
See, that's what I started doing at the beginning. I was like, hey, you know what? Riot made a card game. I just want to collect the first set. And then I played it and I was like, well, I am not getting out of this.
I also recognize as someone who, so in like 2010-ish, when I lost my job teaching, I was like still, I used some of my teaching funds to, let me be specific because I don't want anyone out there to think I took teaching money. The money I earned teaching
funds.
The money I earned teaching, which was not a lot, I would buy things that, made me happy. And so I had like a like really nice setup in my apartment. I had a bunch of cool stuff that was like memorabilia and stuff from different movies. And like I had some of my favorite artists, like comic artists. I had like panels from them, stuff like that. Lost my job, sold all of it. I had to sell all of it in order to afford, like I was in teaching is credit card debt. Spoilers. My apartment was like, hey, until we, like you can move, but until we rent out your apartment, you still owe us rent for this apartment. And I was like, so I had to sell. The only thing I had when I went back to my parents was my computer and clothes. That was it. So like when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. I joke about how I don't, I'm not going to like sell this stuff, but I also understand if I needed to, I could. And so there's some things I'm like, all right, I'll keep that. I love this. But most things I am like, I think maybe that's why I don't like collecting things, because having lived through not having stuff, I'm like, that was so much easier. Being able to have less made me feel like, oh, I'm kind of free from the burden of shit. Yes.
And then you got free merch.
Yeah, and then I got free merch.
I'm so sorry. We gotta get in the news. We gotta.
Okay. All right.
Overtime.
No, I know we're overtime.
So
I can help you farm one more clip if you want.
Go on. No, please go on.
So
is it quick? Is it a quick farm?
No, it is a quick short. It is a quick short. So speed running this. So similar to you, I started from zero when I started making YouTube videos, right? In my life, I bought one thing with my YouTube money. Everything that's over the budget, it goes towards my game development. All the savings, like I just want to make stuff, it goes there. I bought one thing. I bought a car. I will bet you $1 million if you can guess what car I bought. It's
gonna be like
the brand. Just the brand.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Yugoslavian car, or like a car from like.
No.
What car did you
Subaru.
buy?
At least I don't think so. To be fair, no, I don't think so.
Like a Rivian, a DeLorean. Ooh, a DeLorean.
So Google
I'm Googling.
Microlino.
A Microlino. I know exactly what that car
Yes!
is.
A smart car, dude!
It's the best car. It's for 2 people. Not more, not less.
They are crazy looking.
It is the
One of the
best
parents
car
at my
you've
kids'
ever driven.
school
It
drives
has
a
so
Microlino.
much room inside
This is
because
so
it's literally
fun.
an empty bubble.
Out of
It
anything
has
you
no
could have
engine.
said.
It's electric.
This is why I like
it's
you.
like-
Out of anything you could have said,
Yes.
you could have been like, yeah, I bought myself this Porsche or whatever. No, you bought this goofy ass car.
I don't care about that.
I love it. Oh my God.
Because this gives me more attention than a Lamborghini. Easy. And when you drive around, you have never seen happier people. Everyone smiles.
How do you
and takes
get in and out of this
pictures. And
car?
through the front.
front
It has
open.
one
The
door.
front?
Literally the front of the car.
Yes.
opens.
Opens the door. It's crazy.
What? Wait.
It's my car.
What do
it's
you
the only thing I ever
mean?
bought with my YouTube money. And it's amazing. I love Jesse's reaction. This is exactly what I was craving for.
I'm just shocked they're saying this thing can go 60 kilometers an hour. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
90.
can go on the highway.
90? No, that's wild. It has a 148 kilometer range.
Yep. It's amazing.
But
much
in winter,
space
not as
inside.
much.
And the trunk. Nah, yeah, winter kind of dangerous.
But it
too.
also has
It's like-
it also
it's
has
very
multiple
slippery.
it has multiple colors and multiple okay, all right, I love it.
Mine is boring gray.
I love it. That's
But yeah.
cute.
But it could be baby blue.
Yeah.
No, I
And
need
on
to
to the
graphic
news.
actually.
Okay, Dodger needs us out of
Oh.
here because her house is on fire.
Have to go. On to the news.
Okay.
My house is on fire.
Speaking of what we were talking about earlier, in a recent interview with GameFile, Epic Games Steve Allison said that they've been in talks with Microsoft about having a storefront on a future console. They said that, yeah, we saw what was going on with the Ally, and we were like, we would really like to have a real thing that isn't just opening a thing to go to a launcher somewhere. We want a real app that links directly to the games and all that stuff. And they want it on an Xbox, which I don't know what that's going to be, except when I did look it up, this is the only thing I found, which is crazy. Microsoft said if they make another Xbox, they want it to be a premium high-end console. And I don't know who that premium high-end console is for, especially when they spent the last 3 years being like, Xbox isn't even an Xbox, man. You don't need a console. They're literally telling people not to buy them, but whatever. Then, of course, as you have seen in the past, we got the Overwatch 2 announcement. We talked about that already, so just cool, man. Then we got PlayStation and Guerrilla announced that they're making a new Horizon game. And you know me, I love Horizon games until I realized it's a tactical co-op Horizon game that looks like Fortnite took over Horizon.
It kind of looks like an auto battler.
I don't
Meh.
quite understand it. I will check it out because descriptor wise, it says that you select from unique hunters. They have their own style of combat, and then you collect roguelike perks each run, which to me sounds like Horizon Night Rain is what it sounds like. It sounds like you're doing Night Rain stuff. Because it's like between missions, players will gather at a hub and they can customize their characters and visit vendors and upgrade gear and da-da-da. So I don't know. It kind of sounds like that. They announced they were doing it a while ago, but now we finally got footage and a trailer. And again, aesthetically, not my vibe. I'm not into the whole like everything looks like a Fortnite character. But, you know, I'm fine with it. I'll take it. And then, obviously, we have... on February 19th, Dodger and I once again hosting the Convergence Games Showcase at 2 p.m. Eastern, actually 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 19:30 GMT, and then some releases for next week for those of you who are curious. Eugenics comes out. That game's going to be huge. It is super fun. Mario Tennis Fever. Do you like Mario? Do you like tennis? Do you want to play
Let's
as
go.
things that don't have hands that still hit a tennis racket? Yes, you do. Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties comes out. I hope that's how you say that. It is Yakuza 3, but also it comes with a brand new story, Dark Ties, which looks super fun, and it includes things like they added like new console stuff, new mini games to play. There's all sorts of fun things added into that, so it's gonna be cool. And then, if you like BlazBlue, but you said to yourself, I don't want to fight, I want to do a beat 'em up thing, Entropy Effect 2 is coming out as well. So that's coming down the pipeline. I'm sure there'll be plenty more over on Steam, especially if you like porn games, because that is most of the releases on Steam, baby. And that's it for the news.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jesse. Necrit, as always, you're a fantastic guest. Would you like to tell everybody where they can find you and what you got coming up this week?
Google Necrit. That's about it. It's everywhere except maybe Twitter and Twitch. I think I'm Necrit94 because I'm an old boomer who used to put his year into his name tag back in the day.
I spent 99 after everything.
Yep. Outside of that, I still make videos about the Riot and League and whatever happens around the MMO, I guess, whenever that happens. Also, I am now a game developer. I am making the video game Funus. You can wishlist this. Hey, wishlists are doing pretty well. Finished the first region that's finally playable. Technically, I can make a demo now. But yeah, within the next 2 months, I think the game might be coming out. And yeah, I like game development more than you being a YouTuber now. That's my official announcement.
I get that. I get that.
And you, Jesse?
You okay over there, Dukes? You've been a little preoccupied today. You fine?
No. Oh, go for it.
Look, I don't want to promote myself. Instead, I want to promote this video that I saw earlier today on Twitter. Hopefully it's other places, but essentially it's someone has taken a brand new Overwatch character and removed her hair, and then moves the hair of every other Overwatch character over her, revealing that they just use the same face every time. And it's so funny, and I must stress, that's how I feel about most of modern gaming. So anyway, yeah, I'm not going to beat the boomer allegations. Anyway, Dodger, what are you up to?
I have no idea. I had a really great time with Dragon Quest, but it all got muted. So I guess I'm not going to be playing that. We'll see. I still need to do a couple more sessions of Hades, but I'm having a good time with that game. I just need something to come after, so we'll see. But hey, gang, if you enjoyed Geekenders, you should tune in to youtube.com/Jesse Cox, where you can watch all of the previous Geekenders. And we're also on the podcasty apps. We're on everything. You can watch and listen to us in so many places. We appreciate you showing up. Thank you so much to Necrit for being our guest. And have a fantastic weekend and week, and we will see you next Friday. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.